This beautiful view with the Edinburgh skyline. We've had a bit of snow, and looking over to the left, you may begin to see Arthur Seat, just that little bump come into view on the left hand side there. And the sort of day it is, as you can see, there's not a cloud in the sky. It is incredible, really. But that's typically Scottish weather. You can have the whole seasons in one day. So I'm just pulling over so you can see Arthur Seat a little bit more. It's a volcanic hill, which makes Edinburgh so special. You can forget sometimes you're in the city. And you may see over there in the distance various church spires. There's the Tawn church spire away over there just next to Arthur Seat, and then move further over, it's the Scott Monument on Princess Street, that other little spike just sticking up there. And further on, the next spike sticking up just before you get to Edinburgh Castle is the Highland Toll Booth, which Joe and I have spoken about quite a bit in our tours. And of course Edinburgh Castle there, as you can see, amazing blue skies. And then we'll just move over a bit more, just to the right there, and that's what we call West Register House, the dome. And would you believe at the top, shining away there, is a bit of gold on the cupola of the dome sticking up there. And further along would be at the west end of Princess Street there too. That was St George's Parish Church just over there, the next tower sticking up there as well. Now this park is for public use. It used to be the grounds of Inverleith Castle back in the 15th century, and as time went on it was inherited or taken over by the Rochid family. That's Rocheid in the 19th century. It was then gifted to the town council, and so it's open access today. And you can see they're just little specks, but there's swans over in the corner here, over to the right there, and there's a lot of ducks swimming about just now, and people out enjoying the sunshine as well. And the seats down at the bottom there too. And over to, in the distance, middle distance, is Stockbridge, where I am based, where I stay, enjoy it down there very much. And the rugby ground, that development there. Of course, rugby is a huge sport, a lot of interest in Scotland, in fact, especially just now, because we beat England on Saturday, and we got the Calcutta Cup, which is a trophy you get when Scotland beats England. So very much a weekend of celebration, although there was no spectators because of the COVID situation. So they were having virtual spectators. Just swinging around now to show you the trees up on the hillock. There's quite a few people sitting out, social distancing of course today. You can only really meet one person from one other household if you're out and about meeting up. So I'm missing meeting up with Joe, as I usually do on a Monday, but to be fair, didn't really want to be going out to South Queensferry and experiencing severe weather. It would be very cold. I've got my gloves on. There you go. Fingerless gloves. Are nice and warm. Right. So I'll take another open view through the trees to the other side of the park here. My son and I come out here, usually about 3 o'clock every day, but not today. It's very cold, and I play my bagpipes and he plays his snare drum, and people are just loving hearing live music. Just now, it's something you don't hear a lot of, because of course all the pubs are closed, and to hear somebody out playing acoustic instruments is, we would never have thought people would have been enjoying it so much, and you can get people dancing and photographing us and everything. So usually when I'm over here I'm playing the bagpipes, but not today. And Dawn is saying she walks the dog here. Yes, it's ideal, and there's a lot of dogs out today. It's a very favourite place for taking the dog out. I just love the wide open spaces. And over there, just away in the distance, there's what we call allotments. Allotments, it was actually after the war, when we were a bit short of food, we had to look at homegrown food, and people would have their bit of ground to plant out vegetables. Hello there, from Duluth, Minnesota. Hi Pam, thank you very much for joining today. This is a kind of impromptu tour because we had to cancel the one planned, but we're getting the sun, it's cooperating. Yeah, the allotments, the little plots of land where you would do your vegetables, and we are on the waiting list. We've been on it for years to try and get a bit of land to do our own growing, but it's a huge long waiting list, so you've got to wait years and years and years before you'll get it. I feel so lucky, Louise, to be able to play my bagpipes here. It was cancelled, Viva. Yeah, I get a question about the tour, which we had to cancel today, but I thought since we do a 3 o'clock regular live tour, for maybe some people who hadn't seen the cancellation notice, then it's nice to just come out and show you this. It will be recorded and put up on Facebook for those people who maybe missed it. So you've got a lot of green space. In fact, you can play golf here as well, and do all sorts. A little dog coming up. Phew, he's got a little coat on. And there's another dog coming up. They're desperate to be on the live video. Incredible. So it just gets better and better, the views, and walking back over towards the castle, just through the trees there, and you can see the people walking up and down, out pushing the baby, taking the kids out. They're doing the homeschooling just now. It's a especially difficult time, of course, for the children because they can't go to school, so they've got to do it on Zoom. They've got to do it off the internet, and that is very hard for them. Yeah, I had a couple really wanting to come and be with me, a couple of wee dogs there. So I don't know what it is. I do love dogs. I don't have a dog at the moment, but my son and I seem to attract them. Yeah, cold, very cold. I think it must be below freezing here, about -1 degree or something like that. But you've got this beautiful sunshine to make up for that. Hi Roberta, thank you for joining. You'll be getting the same weather as us, of course, just up the road there. And very welcome, Rosa, and thank you for Buenos Aires. I don't know, it'd be interesting to know what the weather's like there. I'm sure it's much different to what we're getting at the moment. So I like this walk, I like this as an artist, looking down this view here. Got to be careful because there's a lot of joggers out, people running, don't want to get too near them. But this avenue of trees is you're not seeing it that well because of the sun coming through the trees, but I do love it. A wind chill of 19 degrees. We don't have that. We do complain, the Scots, about our weather, but we're not all the way down as far as -19, thankfully. And bagpipes and dogs, people remark, and they just stand and listen, and the children love hearing the music because it's something we're so short of just now, because this is popular for people jogging, gentlemen jogging there. Perfect for that. doing the circuit. Let's swing around again. People walking around the pond, and they have got a model boat club where gentlemen of a certain age will come and sail the model boats, not kids, but older gentlemen, and they've got all sorts of amazing models which they sail on the pond, and usually on a Sunday, but of course just now that's not happening. I just think this view is just getting better and better with the light. Summer in Argentina, wow, yeah, we're still in we're in winter, but we're getting there, coming out of it. Final swing around over to the West End, Stockbridge. We'll just take a little walk down here a little bit. You'll see the swans. I saw somebody, would you believe it, with a sledge, although there was some patches of snow, light snow, but I think that was being over hopeful. We'll take a little careful walk down here. Have a little look at the swans. Some wee girls down there, so I've got to watch my distance, don't get too near. But the swans over there, you might just see them in the distance. Usually you can walk over that causeway, but it's fenced off at the moment. Final view around. Way in the distance there's a new hotel going up just next up. Well, if you look over you'll see Arthur's Seat, and then you'll see a kind of church tower, and in between Arthur's Seat and the church tower there's this very shiny structure which is a new hotel, and it's getting a lot of attention from people, a lot of negative attention. Edinburgh is a tricky place to build modern buildings. It's sometimes, 20 degrees centigrade. Wow, 35 to 40. I'm getting so jealous as I'm hearing that. With nothing like that just now. We'd really love it to be a bit warmer at the moment. Yeah, so you've got the park, got the dogs, people standing, looking at the water, dog and the swans over in the distance.